Hello, friends. This is James Nussbaumer, and I am the author of The Master of Everything, a book that I am so proud of. It's based on the principles of A Course in Miracles, and I wrote this book entirely by hand in the 8 years I spent in prison for a foolish securities violation, where I spent time as a financial advisor for most of my life. And I finally made a mistake in 2007 that landed me in prison. I was guilty. I pled guilty. But, I went away and I was harshly sentenced by a judge who pointed the finger at me saying, I'm using you as an example. And I was sentenced to 10 years in prison. And that judge who sentenced me to a state penitentiary, not a federal prison where they have all the dollars to, take care of their prisoners much better. I was in a poor, crowded, crammed in state penitentiary. I mean, it was really like this. And but a forgiving judge came out of retirement after the example-setting judge with the long nose and the glass down on his end of his nose, pointing a finger at me. I'm using you as an example. Anyways, he retired after 8 years, and another judge came out of retirement to fill in his spot for a while after I was in prison for 8 years. 8 years. This forgiving judge released me. He knew about this book that I wrote entirely from prison, and my publisher, Ozark Mountain Publishing Company, who came forward and saw it their purpose to get involved with this book, is just a tremendous story, and it's all contained in this. It's a lot of deep reading, but it's good, and people have told me it's a page turner. But anyways, that's not why I'm writing. We're talking about this blog tonight, about why I wrote this book. No, it's not. We're talking about what do you value, and yes, I'm valuing the effort that I put into this, because it was effort, but it was kind of effortless. It was like I was told what to do and what to write. Words were given to me. You'll read that if you buy my book. But what do you value? I'm asking you, what do you value truly? I'm not talking about your home or your car or your job, your career. What do you really value? Can you answer that quickly? Think about it for a second. What do you truly value? All success is based on what we value. I found that when I'm afraid of something, I am acknowledging its power to hurt me. We all believe in what we value. If I am fearful, then I must be placing value in fear. Therefore, I must be valuing wrongly. I like what Mary Ann Williamson has to say. I don't know if any of you know Mary Ann Williamson, but she's the author of a book called A Return to Love, and she is an expert interpreter of A Course in Miracles. I love her work, and she's just a beautiful woman too. But I think she's 58, 59 years old, my age, and she is just a gorgeous woman who's really taken A Course in Miracles to the heart. And Mary Ann says, the fearful habit of mind to look within, this fear, she's saying, and I can't quote her because I don't have the words right in front of me, but I'm going to say it this way. Mary Ann says it this way, which is really a profound statement with me, and let me repeat it again. This fearful habit of mind that we have, being afraid to look within, is destroying our chances for peace. And we must have peace within us before we can extend it. We're afraid to see within the sin we only think is in there. A profound statement by Mary Ann Williams, a lovely lady who knows what she's talking about. And I respect her highly. A Course in Miracles asks us, what if we looked within and saw no sin that the world has taught us that we think is there? In other words, the world has taught us. Somewhere along the line, we were taught that we were sinners. What if we went beyond what we only think is there? Okay, where I'm getting to is, what if we went beyond that thought that we're sinners? What if we went beyond that and decided that let's go beyond those thoughts and those beliefs that we're sinners? Are we really sinners? There's something beyond, isn't there? Look at it this way, recognizing this, we can more clearly understand. When we recognize this, what I was just trying to say, that are we really sinners? Or are we just believing that we are? Okay, when we recognize this, we can more clearly understand the Bible, where it says the peace of God passes understanding. And it's a great statement in the Bible. And what it's really meant to tell us is that the statement means that peace cannot be valued wrongly, nor can it be shaken at all by errors of any kind. There is no sin when we look beyond sin in this way. What faith you give sin, you take away from holiness. And what you offer holiness has been removed from sin. I hope that makes sense. I know this has been a deep conversation for you today, but if you'd like to replay this short video and listen to it a little bit more deeply, you might get some meaning out of it. A little bit about me, everyone, for those of you that don't know me. And for my wonderful readers of my books and articles and my blogs, and I just want to let you know that I get so much satisfaction and inner peace by writing as a student and a teacher based on the principles of A Course in Miracles. It's changed my life. But this video is not promoting A Course in Miracles. It's promoting inner peace within you. It's promoting real abundance in you. It's promoting you to go out and live the life that you truly want to live. What is it that you want to do in this world? You cannot allow yourself to be held back by the world. And that's where the concept of sin has come in. So we're beyond that. If we can go beyond those kinds of thoughts, those kinds of thinking, if we can all go beyond that, there is no murders in the world anymore. There is no starving. There's no homeless. There's nothing. But that's not going to happen totally while we're in this world, because that's what this world is made of. But we can limit it the best that we can by changing the way we see the world, by changing our minds about the world. I know this was a deep conversation, everyone, and I didn't want it to be this deep, but it went that way, and I kind of enjoyed it, and I hope maybe you might too. And take it for what it's worth. Just take it for the joy that's in me for being able to express myself and extend the light in me, extend the peace in me to you is what I'm doing. I'm extending what I'm about towards you, and I hope you can feel that from me. And if you can, even a fraction, just a little tiny fraction, feel some kind of little connection to me, there, then I've done my job in this short video and in my writing. Thank you for listening to me. If you've hung on this far, it's been my pleasure. God bless you.